With so much information available on the internet, it seems like it should be easy to find an answer to your question or the facts you need for a school project. You can just hop on the internet and in an instant you have the answer. A wonderful author, Neil Gaiman, who you might know from the book Coraline, said it perfectly. Google can bring you back 100,000 answers. A librarian can bring you back the right one. Hold up. It's not really a librarian's job to get your answers for you, though. Sorry. This video has been made by a wonderful librarian to help you in your answer finding, or what we like to call in the library, research. Let's start off by talking about what is actually on the web. This very simple image is just that, a simple explanation of what is on the internet. I am sure we all like to go to the web to find images of cool new sneakers or go on Netflix and watch a movie. We might even do some shopping on websites like Amazon.com. Unfortunately, what we find on the internet with a simple Google search is usually websites like Amazon and Netflix. It's not websites that we want for school research. Don't get me wrong, I love Google. I use Gmail, and Google can quickly tell me what the temperature is outside or what time my nail shop is open. But for research, for school, we need to find authoritative sources. Put simply, we need to find information that is written by someone we can trust has the right facts. They are experts in their field. They have spent years and years studying the topics we are looking for. An authoritative source is a trustworthy expert on the topic. How about this cartoon? Admit it, something you might have done already? Here is the issue. Just like that previous simple image showed us about the internet, there are millions of websites out there. A simple Google search for the word tiger gave us 477 million websites. 477 million websites if I wanted to find facts about tigers. How on earth are we supposed to find an authoritative source within 477 million web pages? How can you find a website that you can trust has correct information, not just one written by a person who loves tigers or Tiger Woods? And to make matters worse, the very first thing that pops up is an entry from Wikipedia. Again, Wikipedia is a neat tool, but probably not the place you want to go to for school research. Here is something you need to be very, very aware of. Anyone can post to Wikipedia. Anyone can say they are an expert and edit a Wikipedia post. A wiki means it's a shared document anybody can enter. An encyclopedia is a series of articles about a variety of topics. Wikipedia is how they got the name. A perfect example happened right after the 2015 Grammy Awards, the be-all and end-all of all music awards. One of the biggest award categories is Best Album. There were quite a few very famous albums up for this award, including one from Beyonce, Sam Smith, Ed Sheeran, Pharrell, and this guy most of you probably don't know named Beck. Even Beck himself was surprised that he won, but he did win. What was hilarious but also very scary was the Wikipedia war between Beyonce followers, known as the Beehive, and Beck fans right after Beck won the award. Check out this screenshot from Beck's Wikipedia page. The Beehive started off by editing his page to include his genre as stealing Grammys, his occupation as a thief and a life ruiner. And they also went on to add other Grammy stealer references throughout his page. Beck fans were not to be outdone. Someone or some other people went to edit the Wikipedia post to add this. This article is about a man who has achieved 3 decades of musical success mainly by himself. For the woman who needed 5 songwriters and 2 vocalists behind her to achieve any decent level of success, please see Beyonce. Ooh, burn. Was any of that information really true? No, but people were able to go on Wikipedia and edit the entries, no matter if they were experts on Beck or Beyonce. I hope this example has helped to teach you why Wikipedia isn't the best place to go for school research. And unfortunately, because it's featured so prominently on Google, it adds to the reason why Google is not the first place you should go to get facts for a school paper or for your research. A very simple alternative that you have access to is called an encyclopedia. Does the name sound kind of similar to Wikipedia? Remember, that's where Wikipedia got its name. Except for the encyclopedia cannot be edited by any random person. The publishers, like World Book, make sure that each entry is written by an expert. An encyclopedia is filled with articles, short fact-filled text pieces on hundreds of topics. The people who contribute to encyclopedias have been studying their topics for years. Zoologists write about wild animals, veterinarians write about dogs and cats, paleontologists write about dinosaurs. The sets come out every year and cost a ton of money. We have sets in our library, but unfortunately, the way the budget falls, we can't buy new copies every year. So instead, we buy online encyclopedias. This one is World Book Online. It has current information, which is really important for school research too. You wouldn't want to use a book about the moon from 1965 because man didn't even land on the moon until 1969. New York State gives Grolier Online to us for free. This is another example of an online encyclopedia. Here is why we want to use the online encyclopedia for our school research. Remember when we had 477 million websites to choose from on Google just by typing in tigers? Look at how many we have to pick from on the World Book Encyclopedia. There's only 39 entries, and we can very quickly figure out that there's one entry about the animal tiger that we want to read. This is another example. This is the Wikipedia page about tigers. Now remember, we don't know who wrote this article, but check out the size of the words and how much is actually written. Do you really want to read all of that just to get a few facts about a tiger? I know I don't want to read that much. Here is the Encyclopedia article about tigers. The reading level is more appropriate for you right now, and there's even a short video right inside the article for you to watch and take notes on. And we can trust that it is written by an expert. The encyclopedias would be in a lot of trouble if they hired people that were not experts. So what's the moral of this story? Pay attention to the next parts of this project. It will teach you how to quickly and easily use the online encyclopedia for your research. Because it's on the internet, you can access it from any digital device that has internet access, including your cell phone. And don't forget, your amazing librarian has now taught you how to quickly find a trustworthy, authoritative source for your school research and for your projects. You now know why it is important to start at the Encyclopedia, a place with hundreds of articles about a variety of topics. You can now be a savvy information seeker. Happy researching!